cells are.
This is here. This bit pops out, and you can see the cells and see how full they are of honey.
Nice.
And then these two stay for the bees. They keep the honey in there.
Dwight might know better.
Oh. He only takes this.
All right, he's coming with the
here.
smoker.
So basically the smoke frightens the bees into thinking the forest's on fire.
Oh, that's
So people say it calms the bees. No, it doesn't. What it does is it sends all the bees down into the hive to start loading up on honey because you got a long flight ahead because there's a forest fire.
right.
Wow.
That's why you use smoke.
Okay. Way to go. And this is the lid you're not liking, right?
That's, oh yeah, I forgot. The other one's over by the garage. Maybe
You want us
somebody
to get
could go
something?
get that. Yeah.
What is it?
It's the inner cover, this thing here.
Okay.
This one is really, really close.
By the garage.
By the garage.
It's on the left-hand side of the garage door, standing up against the wall. This is called a hive tool.
A hive tool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Dwight.
Now you see all the honey, basically, you know, this is covered in honey, right?
Wow. Woo!
And normally I wouldn't take that off. I would just take the whole thing off the whole box. But you see here, if you look at the flow hive, full of honey, full of honey, full of honey. I harvested about 10 days ago.
Yeah, when we first got here.
Yeah. So that shows you how quickly they can refill it if the hive is
Healthy.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So Dwight just sticks. He opens that up where that little thing is, you guys.
Yeah.
This thing here, there's a little plastic tube you put in there, and then I move this sawhorse up here and line the jars up here.
Oh
And then-
wow, they've already filled it?
Yeah.
Right when we first got here, he just emptied it.
It was like one or one and a bit that was full.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah,
It was like these.
yeah, yeah,
Holy moly.
yeah. So they're
He takes the tube and he just like puts it into those tall jars, just like.
see that the comb is full of honey,
Oh, yeah.
and that they're capping it off.
Yeah,
So usually-
that's what the white stuff is?
Yeah, yeah. So what I do, that means that the honey is 82% sugar.
Wow.
When it's capped.
Yeah. Like the nectar is about 30%.
Like this would be around 82 because it's all...
Yeah, that's all honeycomb. So this is called bear comb, where they make it up like the whole top is full of that,
Yeah,
and there's honey everywhere, and the bees are ignoring us.
yeah.
So it's actually really good.
Are they ignoring us because of the smoke or just because we're not a
because
threat?
they're happy.
Okay.
They have a queen. They're not in crisis. You know. Did you
Now
get
they
that?
think there's
Did
a
you get
fire.
that lid? Oh,
These
yes.
goods here, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, just the lid. Thanks. So this is here in case you want to feed honey. So you can put this here, punch that out. Put this here and put a jar of honey on there. Put it on there like that.
Yeah.
And if you put fine netting
Yeah.
instead of a lid on the jar, and so it'll just drip through. So then the whole bottom of this would be covered with bees.
So maybe in wintertime or when times are leaner, you can
Yeah.
feed them some honey?
Yeah,
Okay.
but what I do is I actually feed them
So you...
with frames.
Oh,
So
I
we
see.
have a door, see,
Yeah.
and that gives you ventilation in the winter time. So what I want to do is to I'll just give them a little.
Can I help you at all with my?
No,
Okay.
not here.
Yep. Don't be a bear, Mikey. Good advice in general. Don't be a
What
bear.
I try to do is go like this
Shove them over.
and push them out of the way. I don't want to squish them.
They're like so happy to just be eating there.
Yeah, they're happy. The hive is happy, and when you start squishing bees, they let out a pheromone,
Yeah.
and then the guard dogs come.
Oh,
and
right.
get unleashed. So this is actually, I probably squished a few of them inside.
They think a beer's here now or something's coming.
So the only thing I was going to do with this one was to test for mites. So
And this was the hive you were worried about?
no.
That's the one you're worried
this
about.
was the one last year. This hive came through the wind 24/7.
Wow.
So it's quite warm.
35 degrees.
What do they do when it's extra hot? Like,
They get outside and they flap their wings and they ventilate it with their wings. They all get outside and they literally provide living air conditioning.
Styrofoam. In the winter, the styrofoam keeps the insulation keeps the heat in, and in the summer it keeps it out. So I don't even know if I can lift this actually.
Would you like a hand?
It better be Lorian with the gear on.
Well, no, don't go in the front.
okay.
I don't think I'm gonna check for mites because I can't lift this thing when it's full. It's
And
about
you keep it angled so all the honey flows towards
Yeah.
those ports, right?
Yeah, I could actually collect some honey. That would be interesting to watch.
That would be interesting to watch.
Yeah. I can do that. Along the edge, it's capped.
Yeah.
So these are all full.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
That was so fast.
Yeah.
Like I went away for 3 days and came back for
Yeah.
3 days and it's full.
Yeah, they fill up really quickly. You gotta really.
Okay, we're filming.
Like this is really cool.
It is.
I've watched so many YouTube videos of beekeepers who go out and find swarms of bees that have gone wild and gone into people's homes and
Yeah.
properties and then
Yeah.
rescue
Yeah.
them, capture the queen, rescue the combs and take
Yeah.
them back. And
Yeah. Well, you can see how aggressive they are.
oh yeah.
That's pretty happy.
So this is my haywire and binder twine.
You always
These are the
have
little tubes. And what happened, the way
I'm right here.
the cells are right now, they're hexagonal like this.
Yep.
And when you put the key in and turn it, they go like this. And the honey
the
percolates all the way down
Got
to the
it.
bottom. That's how it works.
So it breaks the
It breaks
Yeah.
the
chain.
code.
Yeah, that's right.
How long have you had these, Dwight?
I think about 5 years, something like that.
Oh, you put the key up the top.
Yeah. Now, actually, I was gonna look at that. I was gonna look at that. I had some bees escaping here last time, and the trouble is they talk to each other.
Yeah.
So
They know.
pretty soon you got lots of bees. They're not aggressive. They're just in the way.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. Yeah, they eat me. They've eaten my little plug. Or maybe I didn't. MacGyver it here.
Oh, MacGyver, yes. Duct tape and a Swiss Army knife.
Sort of. Painter's tape.
Ah, seal.
So yeah.
There's a little hole right there, Dwight, underneath. I don't know if that matters.
Yeah. That might do it.
And is that a seal on top of the hexagons?
No. Like that. So what I do is take that out. Oops.
I took the plug out.
Get that in there. And get this.
And then you put the key in once it's ready to receive.
Yeah.
Got it.
So normally I get these ready because once it starts coming. So then this is moving the key where it is. Or the put that. Nope, I put it in the bottom. And I'm just going all the way along.
Oh, you're doing each one.
You know, in little groups, and you can see the honey starting to flow. And I
Wow, there it comes.
just like that.
It comes
Ooh,
fast.
it just comes from the top and then it goes down. Wow.
And if they're full, we'll get 2 liters out of each frame.
Is there a bee in there? Oh, there is.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 liters, and this one.
Yeah. First time I harvested out of this one, I got 11 and 13 out of that one.
Wow.
So satisfying when it's dripping down.
Yeah, it is. When does the season end for you with bees? Like when do they hibernate?
This is called the honey flow season. Basically the month of July.
Oh, okay.
So we started last year. Our first collection was on the 9th of August.
So much honey.
So, you know, like I lost 2 colonies in the winter, so I had to start over, and I just about quit. But a friend of mine said, "Oh, I'll give you some." Oh, we got one little guy.
Oh no. Will they survive that, or is it
Yeah.
gone?
What I do is just put them around the front, and all the sisters lick the honey off.
Clean them up.
You got one little floater.
You know, they think that this is a rod, right? So they grab onto that right away.
Oh, yeah.
And floral. And the reason is because we're right on the mountain. So most of the honey comes from flowers on the, like native species on the mountain. Oh my gosh, he's tiny.
Getting in there, guys.
So your friend that gave you the tips that's been doing it since he was a teenager,
Yeah.
what kind of hives does he have?
Well, he has the way they collect honey is they have a 7-inch box. This is 10 inches. They have 7-inch boxes and 7-inch frames. And when they see it's full, they take the whole box off and put another one on with empty frames.
Oh,
And then they take that box home and put those 7-inch frames in a spinner. Well, first of all, they have a little gizmo like this, like a paint roller with teeth on it, and they break the
comb.
the cap
Yeah.
on,
Oh,
the-
yeah.
on
Look, he made his way back. He swam up.
Yeah, my friend's got she's got the spinner, and
Yeah.
she's got the big
Wow.
It's a
collectors
big
and all
deal.
that.
Like
Yeah.
you know, you have to have a lot of stuff.
I can take him around the front. If
She
you
has
want.
a whole shed devoted to all the
Yeah.
gear and
Yeah.
the spinning of the stuff.
Come on, little girl, hang on.
See that? There's my sting. Didn't hurt, but-
Here we go, Mikey. Bee rescue.
I'll just leave it on the stick, or I just put him down.
No, just give it a little tap and knock it off.
All right, buddy. Come
You
on.
alive?
Oh yeah.
Yep, still alive, still moving.
He's had all the lifetime supply. Honey, he's like overdosed a little bit. But he's gonna come back.
He's like Augustus Gloop falling in the chocolate river in Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's already someone cleaning him. Boom.
Oh yeah, they're like, come on, man.
Oh, there he is. Right there.
Yeah, they do. They're going for his wings, getting him.
Yeah, there's two. Oh no, giving away. Yeah. Oh.
Wow, you weren't kidding. That
You really
fills
have
up
to
really
pay.
fast.
If you get 4 of them going, you really have to pay attention.
Wow, so you already cleaned his wings. There's 3 of them on him now.
Yeah.
On them.
These are probably all hers, right? Like the drones are kicked out now.
No, the drones are always around,
Okay.
but they're more like excess baggage most of the time.
Yeah.
And then
They're not
when
doing a
breeding
lot.
season happens, that's when it's easier for me to come down here. So it usually takes about 2 hours to go through. Like this one might fill up again and it might not. So you sort of end up with a bunch of half full jars. And then I do 1, 3, 5, 7 this time.
Yeah.
And then
2, 4, 6,
yeah,
8.
2, 4, 6s.
Because you can't fit the jars close enough together,
That's
right?
right,
Yeah. Just practical.
So
Okay.
we actually, that one slowed down enough that it's not going to be.
Wow. So you can see how empty that comb looks
Yeah, this here, yeah.
comparatively.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's moving. They've already cleaned him.
Okay. So you get up in there,
Oh, is he?
Take out that.
but that's the wrong one, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The one facing it now.
You want to do 3, not 2. Okay.
Right up. He looks like he's almost.
He's on the edge.
We're distracting you.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
I've already
Dwight. You already
taken
pulled it out. Yeah.
That is crazy how
Okay. So you shove that down and you do the crack, crack, crack.
Yeah.
So the other bee has cleaned it?
So he's going, yeah. 3 other bees like, and you see his wing go, boom,
And then I
pushes underneath
I
it.
go, I sort of pry like
Oh
this.
yeah.
Give it a little jiggle,
Yeah, because that's the middle.
right?
And I
Wow,
think that's
incredible.
where the key is active.
That's like 5 minutes. Not even.
Here comes the honey.
Yeah.
It's already coming in. Wow, look how full that tube from number 1 is.
Yeah.
Right? I'm really impressed at how like it's still high volume
Yeah.
of flow there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like almost all the way to the top from the side. Like
Yeah.
At least 15% of it. You're on wasp.
Yeah.
Or
I want to
disturb them, piss them off.
Yeah.
That's what I was always doing. Accidentally coming
Yeah,
up with the
start
hive, and
over
they'd get me in the tree like I'm like.
Where are you gonna go?
Or they, and then there was wasps. They'd be in the ground and they'd get
Yep.
me.
It's like golf. Just you can get that.
Wow.
I can't believe how much
Trippers.
pouring down these.
That's like, oh, that's crazy.
3
how
liters of
fast it
honey
comes
in like
out.
10 minutes.
That was delicious. Warm honeycomb. Like, yeah, it was a treat. Highlight.
Yeah.
These guys are trying to go back in, check out the.
Yeah. They're
being
just
lost.
basically curious.
What's this on this side?
Yeah.
Someone's heading out the back door. Interesting. Keys.
Now there was 12 showed up.
Oh wow. You're getting bigger, the club's getting bigger every week.
No, it's just I think it's partly because it's a holiday.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And I know the chiropractor was there, from town. So that definitely wasn't working.
Yeah.
And we have 3 courts. So,
Oh yeah, you get 6 people playing or
and there was
double.
actually 4 men who came down to play on the spare court. And, we had to kick them off. Because this is a club.
Yeah.
No, it's a letter of understanding for the whole year.
Oh, we got another swimmer.
Yeah. That's all right.
Man, they clean that bee off in less than. Here comes another one. That's crazy.
Good community, aren't
Yeah, they are, yeah.
It's totally a beautiful amber
It's,
color.
yeah.
Light amber. This is golden honey.
Yeah.
Liquid gold.
2 years ago, we got 85 liters. It's a lot of honey. More windy out there than it is in here.
Yes.
And also, if you look at where the bees are going. When they come out of the hive, they go up over the shed. So they're now flying at maybe 10 feet high.
And then they can see everything.
Well, no, but they're not running into your face. If you're walking here and there in the garden.
Right, yeah.
If you were on a major flight path, then you're going to have, like when this hive right now probably has 40,000 bees. That's a lot of bees.
Yeah.
Wow.
Flying past-
Coming and going,
Flying
coming and
yeah,
going.
yeah, and you know maybe 30,000 of them are coming and going.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're in the flight path, it's just risky.
So you said ideal conditions. You said you want them facing east,
East.
Yeah,
and then
and get the morning sun and avoid the afternoon sun.
okay.
So
Like,
it warms up the hive.
yeah, if we get up over about 35, 36, I have some great big pieces of cardboard I put on them, just like a sun hat,
Got it.
and I put a big rock on top. And so it just
So
helps
that's
them.
creating a big shade
Shaded
awning.
area, yeah. And they don't need to be super early at warming up in the morning anyway because it's summertime, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So how much tending do you do to these? Like every day you come by and look at them?
Every day I come, just out of curiosity, and also they will tell you what's going on. I'll show you. Oh, there's a little tiny.
There's something in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
This is what you call unpasteurized.
Oh yeah, it's raw honey. Yeah.
Straight honey.
If you guys stick your finger into that, see how it's dripping over there, right there. Just
Oh yeah,
dip your finger in that and just taste that. It's
Right
really,
here.
really nice right there. Yeah. Because the bees are going to clean that up. Don't you worry.
Yeah. A bee in its lifetime makes half a teaspoon of honey.
Wow.
Really?
Half a teaspoon.
What?
So 40,000 bees. This is like,
Well, you know, 40,000 half teaspoons adds up to a lot of honey.
Right.
But
And-
that's why every drop I sort of am careful to
Yeah.
try to not spill a drop. I always spill something. But
yeah.
and see this hive here, this frame, it's already about the same as this one. And this is the second leader.
Is that a wasp? A little yellow jacket right there?
Could be. Yeah.
Okay.
They love honey too.
Oh.
No, that's one of ours.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta have your assembly line, everything ready.
Almost 4 liters of honey already, just saying.
Yeah. Incredible.
That
Some
is
backyard
incredible. I
food.
can't believe this.
That's one hive. There's
So you know, a large
still
rooftop
got,
deck
like,
patio
1,
might be
2,
a good
3, 4 of these remaining.
spot for a little honey.
What's that rooftop?
A big rooftop deck patio might be a good place.
Yeah. We put them right on top of the roof, huh?
Well, they do have hives. I think in some places, like whole like
Ones are $1,000 and the Chinese are 500. So we expect some imperfections.
we're doing 4 jars. Here we are, maximum.
Captain, I don't know if she can take much more. We're at full capacity.
Yeah. Just leave it like that.
Yeah, I can see you got to be on the ball when you've got all the jars going, and all the things going.
Did somebody invented this?
Yeah, Australians.
Yeah, Australians.
They're crafty.
That's probably New Zealanders living in Australia.
I'm with you, Mike.
So the bottom is to unlock and the top is to lock, is that how that works?
Yeah.
It's probably New Zealanders living in Australia. There's lots of Kiwis that live in Australia. Yeah, just like how Americans try and, like, you know.
The process of collecting honey disturbs the cap because you're going like this with the cell.
Yeah.
So they recognize there's a problem with the cap, so they want to repair it. So they chew it out and they find, oh, got to be filled up again.
That's our food store for the winter. We
Yeah.
need to get busy and
Yeah.
make some more food.
Well, this is all full. These 2 boxes are full. So they would have probably, like, if you've got 80 pounds of honey in the bottom, you've got enough for the winter. Wow. And so this is all surplus. And there's a queen excluder. That metal thing, that's
Yep.
a queen excluder.
Okay.
Because as soon as you emptied it, if there was no queen excluder, the queen would come up there and turn it into a brood box.
Got it.
So you got to put that on.
So you leave food down below and you only collect up top?
Right.
Got it. Okay.
And
Oh, you got out of there.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Interesting. Okay.
so they're a little more interested here. And we just,
Tell them there's a fire and go and
yeah, go somewhere else and get their honey. In fact, there's probably very little fire in here anymore, but there's enough fumes.
yeah. And what's the fire from? Is it just like a charcoal or?
What I use is pine needles
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and a comb.
It's just like a real fire would be.
It is exactly like a forest fire.
Oh, now
And
they're
it'll
back
go
over
for
here.
half an hour.
You're checking out the bear comb.
Pump it up. Like
Yeah.
That's like blowing on the fire.
Yeah,
This one is pouring out.
yeah,
They're so docile, even though we're standing here
Yeah.
disturbing the hive. Like I've always heard that they're most aggressive within about 10 feet, 20 feet from the hive.
You know what? It's just like some people are aggressive and some aren't.
Yeah.
So, like my buddy Jack, over the years has selected for docile bees.
Yeah, right.
So it's just their temperament is very docile.
Yeah, you don't want to get the WWE bees or the.
No,
Oh, don't do it, pal. Stay out of
that's
there.
right. I'll just see what she does.
Oh yeah.
So she's fuzzier than that other one that I thought was a wasp. So what is she compared to that other little one that would look more wasp-like, look shinier and blacker? Is there any difference, or is that one just covered in more pollen?
It could be a wasp.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the wasps, we had some big black wasps here 2 years ago, like huge, like a bumblebee, except they were a wasp. And so I had my zapper out here. Looks like a tennis racket.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, the electric fly swatter.
Yeah.
We have one too.
yeah,
Look how fast this one's filled up.
yeah,
That one has overlapped everything.
yeah.
Right.
That's been in there for like.
I
4
think the
minutes.
hive is also tilting sort of back and towards this corner as well too. So everything
Well,
wants
I
to.
think each thing
Yeah.
is its own.
Yeah, each is individual.
Each is individual.
Yeah. This is a spare bottom board from Jack.
Maybe this is the one that's filling up first. Too.
Maybe.
So it filled up like this one.
Try to
Just
rock
like
right.
And his name is Randy Oliver. And he has 400 hives. And he is a scientific beekeeper. So he's got a blog post.
400.
Wow.
He's got a blog post.
Wow.
And he came
He's
up.
got a blog, this guy.
Yeah, he came up with a new way to treat mites.
Oh.
Basically, there's two organic acid. One's called formic acid and one's oxalic acid. And these are naturally occurring acids. In fact, the honey, ordinary honey, contains both of them. But the mites can't tolerate concentrations of vaporized acid. So formic acid is extremely volatile, worse than vinegar, or better than vinegar.
It's in a lot of venoms, isn't it?
It's, I don't know, could be. And oxalic acid is really common. For instance, that's why you shouldn't eat rhubarb leaves, because they're high in oxalic acid. Anyway, he has found, formic acid is volatile enough that it goes right down into the cells where the little pupae are developing and kills the mites. Even when the cells are capped. Oxalic acid isn't volatile enough to do that. But any phoretic mites, which are mites that are attached to the outside of the bee, oxalic acid vapor will kill it. So he has developed a slow release oxalic acid formula. And so I tried it last year, and I kind of don't know if that's why we had no fatalities over the winter or what. We haven't known. Anyway, so each of these in between the two boxes has a 7 by 8 inch pad, and it has 100 grams, well, it's got 50 grams of oxalic acid and 50 grams of glycerin soaked. And so he says it gets rid of the adult mites on adult bees.
Oh.
If you can do that, it's a big deal. Because you slow down the mite's reproductive cycle so that, you know, the province suggests that you check for mites every 2 weeks. But I haven't checked mites here. Well, I can check mites. Show you how.
No, it's another type of
It's
species.
a parasite that attacks bees.
So basically, this is called the bottom, a sticky board. So these are all, sometimes you'll see parts of bees and the facings that are on the brood cells. They chew off the facings and spit them out. And there's a screen. See here?
Yeah.
So, and also the mites fall off the bees from time to time, and they fall through the screen onto this board, and they can't get back up. So you can have a look at this if you see any mites, and a mite is like the size of this, but it's orange.
Oh.
And
So are these orange things just bits of pollen, or?
yeah, there's pollen, there's, you know, eyeballs from bees, there's all kinds of stuff. You know, that could be pollen, I don't know. And, but there's no mites. And when we treat, like if I'm going to treat this with formic acid, I scrape this off. That's what the knife is for. I scrape it off, and then I spray vegetable oil on it. And then put it back in.
That's your stick.
Yeah, and then when the mite falls in that, it's stuck there, it can't move. And then I check it every day. And, you know, like, if you you see my record here.
Not like you got a reminder.
Yeah.
We're protected.
Okay. We're close to the front. You know, here, for instance, might drop. So this is last October. Hive 1, 26 mites, Hive 2, 13. Usually I check it for 4 or 5 days until the mite count comes down. Sometimes there's a carpet of mites, too many, you can't even count them.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
40 to 50.
yeah,
55.
these numbers aren't too many to count.
Wow.
50, about 50, 40 to 50, 40-ish, 300.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's 8 mites and 1 mite. You're supposed to collect 300 bees to do a mite count. So I just basically trap them in a jar. You go to a brood frame because the ones with the highest mite counts are the ones that are the nurse bees. So I go there and I just have a jar and I just wiggle it down like this and they fall into the jar.
Yeah.
And then we put a lid on it, a screen lid. And then
You shake it up.
I put sugar in there.
Sugar.
You put sugar in there and then roll it. I just roll it for 2 minutes, let it sit for 3 minutes, and they're all scrambling around,
Yeah.
rubbing mites off each other. And then we have a bucket of water like that, and we shake it. And the mites come through the screen and the bees don't. So then the mites float. So you got these orange little dots. So basically I travel around, you know, the big stores want farms that are certified. So the farm would apply to welfare technology for an inspection. And so they would say to me, here's 10 farms or whatever. And then I would call the farmer, set up a time, and then go see him, go through their farm and basically give them a score. And then they either passed or failed, or they had to make some corrections or whatever.
Amazes me that the agricultural program in Guelph is operating out here. That's
It
how
doesn't matter. It doesn't, you know.
I would have thought, like University of Okanagan or somebody, their ag program would have had.
No, this is a national program.
Oh, national.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the food safety curriculum or protocol was developed by the Canadian Produce Marketing Agency,
Okay.
CPMA. And so they wanted all fruits and vegetables in Canada to be under a standard certification. So that's why. And then different certifiers apply to be a certifier to that standard. And then the CPMA had a list of criteria that the certifier had to fulfill in order to be credible to be able to actually do the work.
Wow.
So then there was training programs, and it almost looks like this one's going to quit.
I thought that guy was going to get drowned
Yeah.
in the waterfall there.
Yeah.
We all did.
Putting another one in there now. Oh, you may as well. You know, it's not going very much. You
I
know,
can
the thing
see.
about doing it this way is
This is second already.
you go straight to a final product.
Yeah.
You're
There's
not,
no processing. No.
well, and you're not picking bees out.
Yeah.
Like in those spinner things, there's dead bees all over the place and
Yeah.
wax all over the place, so you have to strain it. Then you got this screen that's mostly stuck with honey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is way less. Like she goes through with her traditional hive and the spinner and all that. She had to invest so much in all of the equipment, and then it just seems like a ton of work just to get a clean jar of honey.
Yeah.
So that's like
So we're gonna
Hive 1 has like 2 jars it's gonna get out of there.
Yeah.
maybe?
So we're closing this one down.
Okay.
I see. So you're,
We're doing the same thing, but from
you're
the top.
dropping it down. Okay. So now you're locking it back down.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to figure out the key system?
Well, you just go on YouTube and it's fairly easy.
It's how everyone learns these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know that basically is enough.
Look at that, the honey's stopping already.
Well, it's
Crazy.
so now somebody gets to stick their finger in there and pull out all the honey and eat it.
Right. Do it, McKenna.
Carol, then to be back, they'll trip out the back. Hey, hey.
Hold it horizontal. There you go.
Yeah.
Hold it flat. No, that's
Flat.
vertical. Yeah.
There.
There you go.
See, it's tripping.
It's not bad. Oh,
And so now you got to put that key into the top of number 1 as well. The lock, the key, little
Yeah.
that little
Yeah.
lock thingy boo.
The lock thingy boo.
You know, highly technical lock thingy
want to
boo.
try some, Mom?
No,
I think
Oh,
it's
just
upside
got on
down.
the tape there.
Oh yeah.
think so.
No, the tape isn't touching it.
Ah, there you go. Yeah,
It fits perfectly.
yeah.
I'll put this back here.
See, this is
Or
a wash.
here, you can wash it in the water.
And then how
over
long
there.
before you can
Here.
re-crack that one?
Well, last time it was what 10 days before it
Yeah.
was full again.
So that was a wasp you got there.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, because that one
So-
looked different than all the other ones.
Come on, ladies, I don't want you in there. Come on.
Just set it over there to dry, McKenna. Over the other side.
If you blow smoke in there, will they
Yeah,
go
they'll-
deeper or will they come out?
I don't know.
This way?
On the side. There you go.
So now you're going up, you're shoving it back down. Got it. Oh, she really wants in there.
That's-
There.
See, that's a
There's a wasp right there. Yeah, there you go.
that's a